Alright guys, so I just left the powder coating shop right over there, and so what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be powder coating the calipers on Saturday. So I'm actually going to do a video on that. Man, this is going to be crazy. I've been waiting to put a big brake kit on one of my cars for the longest fucking time, so this is going to be dope. I'm going to see you guys at the shop. I don't know what exactly I'm going to be doing today, but I know that I'm going to be doing something, and I might go run and grab some coolant and stuff and try to get, you know, that radiator installed. I gotta figure out where to get some silicone hose clamps. So there's a special type of hose clamp that you're supposed to use on silicone that's not, you know, it doesn't have those perforations, not perforations, but they're like little holes for the engagement, like little rod thing that you screw in, and that can actually damage silicone over time. So I'm gonna try to figure out if I can find a place that sells like silicone hose clamps. I'm gonna go over to AutoZone probably and see if they have any there. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to you guys and see. Dude, this is gonna be, I am so psyched about this. You know, today hasn't been the best day, but this is like one of those things, working on my car and doing all this, and you know, it keeps my mind occupied and it makes me feel better every time I do something new on my car. So I'm just trying to use that to my advantage right now and put out content for you guys. So I'll see you guys when I get to the shop. But first I'm gonna stop and get some tacos. I always get tacos. I got a burrito this time. Ugh. What the fuck is you doing? Alright, so I'm back to the shop. Yeah, so yeah, I cleaned everything up though. I was ready to go. This whole entire shop was all cleaned up. I had everything ready for somebody to be shipping orders out for me. This car is pretty much done being prepped. Replaced the seats, replaced the intake, took off the coilovers, took off the sway bars. I'm probably gonna end up dropping this radiator too, because it's got a coil radiator in it. Yeah, replace the intake. It's got this coil radiator here. But I'm probably gonna put an OEM radiator back in it and get it all prepped. I gotta replace this fender because it's got a little bit of Bondo work here and it doesn't line up very well. But yeah, so this car is pretty much done, like after I get it painted anyways. I got lips for it, I got eyelids for it, I got the G35 mud guards, like the spats for the back, and it's gonna look sick. It's gonna look pretty dope when I'm done. So this is basically like the rundown of everything that happened. I went truck driving. During the time that I went truck driving, my girlfriend broke up with me. After she broke up with me, I quit that job. I drove all the way home and tried to talk to her about everything. She still didn't want to be with me. So then I waited a little while. We started talking again. We met up. We you know, started talking again. Hung out all the time before she left. I even went with her to the airport. She got to Paris and then started traveling and stuff, went to Amsterdam, and then decided that she wanted to have me come over there. So I was like, okay, you know, I bought my plane tickets, and one of the return ticket got canceled, so I had to find another ticket coming home. So I found that ticket, so I actually paid for 3 tickets. One of them got refunded, but 2 of them are non-refundable now. And basically she wanted me to come over there. We talked everything out. We were talking on the phone, figuring out everything I needed to bring. I got my passport, got everything all together, and then this morning she calls me and says basically not to come, that she's had more time to think and she doesn't, I don't know. So I'm not going. I'm gonna be doing these videos a lot more. I know these last couple of weeks have been more of like depressing news than normal, but it gives me a lot of time to get back to the shop and get everything done. So now that I don't have, you know, a reason to go home, I've been here a lot more. Like you can see, the shop is all cleaned up, and I already stopped at the powder coating place, talked to them. We're gonna be doing that Saturday. I'm gonna try to get this radiator install in. I have to find some hose clamps. All right guys, so this is actually the next day. What I'm gonna be doing today is I'm actually going to pull off this knuckle here, and then I'm going to rebuild both of these rear knuckles, and I'm actually going to get them powder coated the same color as the calipers. I think that would be pretty cool, and it wouldn't be too hard, you know, just to take these apart real quick and get these powder coated as well. So I've already got one pulled off the car. I'm going to start taking that one apart. I've got to drop this one. I bought a new hub bearing, and I bought new brake shoes. And what else? I got all new bushings. So all the bushings in here for all these arms, I bought all brand new Megan Racing bushings. What else? So basically these whole hubs on the back are gonna be rebuilt, because when I first smacked the curb in my car, so 2 days before this accident happened, I was having fun in my car and I smacked a curb and actually took a big chunk out of one of these anniversary style rims, and it bent my lower control arm from SPL, but I just adjusted it out so that way I could get my alignment back to, you know, because my tire was like this when it first happened. So but now I have problems with my hub bearing making noise. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rebuild both of those, because they're the same thing, you know, like off of these 350Zs from 03 to 09, they're all the same rear hubs. So I'm gonna rebuild the ones off of this car and throw them on my car at the same time that I put in my, at the same time that I put in my calipers. So yeah, look forward to that. That's gonna be dope too, because rebuilding these and pushing all brand new bushings in is gonna look really cool. Makes me feel good that I'm also putting in all brand new bushings, because I wanna go through like piece by piece on this whole car and put all brand new bushings, because honestly I'm tired of all the noises and squeaks that this car makes. It kind of pisses me off at times. Like I tried to figure it out with the sway bars, and now I think I've got some issues with the brakes, so on the stock brakes anyways. So I'm lucky that I'm going to be rebuilding those Akebonos and putting those on, because that's going to give me some time to figure out what else I have to do to eliminate all this noise from my car. And since these coilovers are like brand new, then they shouldn't be making any noise at all. They were only bought in like January or February. They should be pretty much brand new too. And I want to rebuild the front hubs too on my car. I'm going to start piecing like piece by piece. I'm gonna start getting all this stuff powder coated, like this brace here, the braces that go up underneath. I've got a whole bunch of stuff over here that's just ready to go to powder coating. All right, so this is how this one sits right now. I've already removed the hub bearing and the spindle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out these bolts here, this bolt here, and then flip this upside down and start working on taking apart the e-brake assembly. And then I'm going to work on pressing out all the bushings that are currently on this. There it goes. Okay, so that one's out. Alright, so when I first started trying to take these bushings out, I thought that it was going to be a little bit easier, because I have this socket here, and what I was going to do is just put this on here and then use my press to press everything out. Well, the problem is I can't, my press is too small, it's not designed for this, so what I'm going to have to buy is like a ball joint press that has like a C-clamp, and what'll happen is I can actually use the kit, and it'll have like a C-clamp and another press on one side and then a press on this side, and it pulls the bushing out using like it looks like a socket, but it pushes it out this direction and pushes it into a coupling on the other side that holds it in place like this. So it looks like that's what I'm gonna have to buy to push these out, which means that I'm probably not gonna get these powder coated tomorrow when I get my Akebonos powder coated. Alright guys, so this is pretty much the end of the video. I didn't get as much done as I wanted to, but I am gonna still, you know, press those bushings out. I already bought Megan Racing bushings anyways, so I might as well, you know, do it anyways. But so tomorrow I'm gonna be going up to the Tomorrow I'm going to be going up to the powder coating place, and I'm going to get those done, and I'm going to do a video on that. And then maybe Sunday I'll be rebuilding the calipers and getting everything ready to throw on my car, and maybe Sunday I might be putting them on, or maybe Monday. So, alright guys, stay tuned. If you need any parts for 350Zs, G35s, 300ZXs, I've got my eBay stores in the description below. If you like this video, then hit that thumbs up button and consider subscribing. I've got a lot of stuff to come, and I'll see you guys in the next video.